Hello, welcome to my channel. Well, today I'm just going to be decorating some envelopes. I've got a couple of little Happy Mails that I want to send out. They're just envelope Happy Mails, you know, what will fit in a one stamp envelope. So, I was trying to figure out how I wanted to decorate, and then I realized I have all of these that I printed out. They are from I'm looking. I found them in a Facebook group, Happy Mail Movement, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Like, I just love them. So the first thing I want to do, I think, is find like this page and this page, I think, and we will move this stuff from there. I got stuff in my way. And set this stuff up here, and we'll put that on the envelope flap, I think. Oh, but I need to cut them down first. So, and I'm not going to be inking anything up because I don't, if you know, like if it get rained on or anything, my distress ink could. I guess I could ink with something else, no, I'm just not going to ink up. I don't want it to get wet. I am going to stamp some stuff. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I tried doing this yesterday, and then I got out my matte medium to cover it, and my matte medium has gone bad, and it ruined what I did. And I thought, well, I should have recorded this anyway. So, I'm not going to do it exactly like I did yesterday. Okay, come up with another idea here. I was so mad. I put my distress medium on there and it was too thick, and I don't know. I've had it for years and it ruined it. So I gotta go out of town Thursday, so I'll run by Hobby Lobby and buy me some new. But I won't get what I had because let me grab it and I'll show you. Look at this deal I got on it. Ouch! Look, it was $16.99. I got it on sale for $4.24. Well, I won't get that deal tomorrow, I guarantee you. And it probably won't even be what was it? $16.99? It probably won't even be that price normally. Maybe more than that nowadays. I haven't bought it in a long time, but I was trying to seal it with that, and I think my it's not hot Mod Podge I use, it's, oh, I can't remember, and the bottle is turned around backwards. It's not any good either. I haven't bought any of that kind of stuff for years. So, I used to use that stuff all the time, and then I haven't done anything where I needed it for a while. And so it's gone bad. Let's see. This looks like lace, so I want to put that on there. Make sure I get that. I think that looks so pretty. I used to actually do this with paper. I called it my quilty pages, and then people started doing it a lot. They call it Franken pages. But I started doing it years ago. I have a lot of grandkids, and I would buy one Christmas scrapbook collection a year, and I would try to get one page done for each grandkid, one Christmas page, and then I would have a group picture. I always took a picture of all the grandkids every year. Well, it was hard. It was usually an Echo Park collection that I'd get, or an October afternoon. But it was hard getting all of them done with just one collection. So what I started doing was taking all my scraps, cutting them into little squares, and then sewing them together like that. And I'd either use a zigzag stitch or that, is it called feather stitch on my sewing machine? And so I'd call them my quilted pages. And I'd make me a 12 by 12 background page that way. They'd end up being my favorite pages. I loved them. And then I'd put my paper piecing on there and make them a page. And I just loved them. See, look at that, looks so pretty. Okay, we got that one started. Now let's do this one. And my cards that I'm sending them have birds. And I've got their little, oops, that's got personal information. Their cards, their ATCs, and then their stuff, their extra stuff. And then let me cover up the personal information here. And this one is just some stuff to do glue booking. She's already got her ATC altered card in it. Hers was an altered playing card. But so they've got bird cards. And I thought that this would look pretty with the bird cards. The bird cards I made a long time ago, and I was supposed to send them as thank you cards, and I put them up in my basket up there and I couldn't find them, so I had to send something else. And then I cleaned out my basket and they had fallen down to the bottom of the basket in between something. So they're going to these ladies. So, get that out of the way. Now, I never sewed any like this together. That would be hard, I think, to get that all together right. That would be hard. Sometimes I would just take the scraps, whatever shape they were, unless they were real cockeyed, and I'd cut them off, you know, to where they weren't so weird, and then I'd sew them together. And that would be crazy quilt. But I had fun. I'd just sit in here sewing paper together until I had enough to make it a 12 by 12 page. I figured they were pretty scraps. Why throw them away when I could make a piece of paper out of them, right? But all total, we have 17 grandkids. That's a lot of grandkids. We just don't get to see them all. So, and that's a long story that I won't get into, because it's kind of a heartbreaking one. So, there you go. Alright, now, I really like this. I'm going to put this like this for now. Oh, wait, before I do anything, I have this, and it says, please deliver to. So let's take this. I got out, this is Always Artichoke, and this is Night of Navy. These are my, well, some of them, my good friend, when I went out to her house for crop weekend before last, she sent me home with a bunch of her Stampin' Up! Pads that she had duplicates of. So I think both of, no, this one's hers. This is the one that I got real cheap. I got several, and then she sent me home with several. This one's hers. I didn't tell you, this one's Night of Navy. This one's Always Artichoke. But I got these two out. I thought they would go good with the colors I'm going to use out of here. So we're going to stamp "Please deliver to" right here. Oh, I got it down here. Well, I'm going to put something down there, I think, because I was looking at that, and I like that one thing. That didn't do very well, but I think it's good enough. It'll work. I find these hard. They're changing their ink pads, but I won't be buying any. I got enough ink. That's for sure. I like this. I think we could cut this out. So I got to make sure that I get good enough glue on these that they'll make it to these people without me putting anything over them, you know, to seal them. That they won't peel. So I might switch to my art glitter glue. I don't know. Although I never have trouble with my other glue. I might stick with it. I don't know what I'll do. How is your day going? You having a good one? I am. My husband's been working on our new bathroom vanity today. Getting it put together. It came in a box. We had to put it together. We weren't expecting that. Okay, so I guess this one will go here. Ooh, no, it's going to have to go on this one because it's not wide enough to cover that up. So we'll have to do that. This will have to go on this one. Okay. Cut it off right. I'll cut it after because I want to make sure I put my glue to there. I always like to cut it after, that way if I didn't measure it right, I can still, I still have some there. What's for supper at your house tonight? We're having baked potatoes with a bunch of toppings on them. We like those. And I cook them in my Instant Pot. They get done in like 20 minutes. They're real easy to cook in there. You just clean them real good and poke some holes in them. And you put your thing in there that raises them from the bottom. Put a little bit of water. Make sure that it's not touching the potatoes. And then cook them for like 20 minutes and they're done perfectly. So you don't have to have your oven on all day. Okay, so that looks pretty. I like that. All right, what could we put on that one? We could cut the stripe and put the stripe on there. I have to cut up there because that is on there. I've seen that on some of them. It must be the editing or the AI program they're using or something. We could cut this and put this on there and it would have the pretty lace. We'll lay that one aside. I'm using this one. So I'm going to put this one. And I'll probably use some of that. I think that's so pretty. I won't be using, well, I might use some of these words. I don't know. I can't put any in. They're just so pretty, aren't they? Right now I'm looking for something to go across the bottom, so I'll quit trying to separate and get rid of stuff because it's just too hard. These are ones I've used in the past. I printed a bunch more last night. Okay, it looks like we're using one of those. Okay, I guess let's use this one. I'll get my little. Okay, so we'll separate it right here. That's not the right spot. Okay, now I need it to be let's see. Let me do this the hard way. I need it to be there. Let's get this one. There, that'll work. I hope. If it doesn't, I'll fix it some other way. Because we'll put something else on there. So we'll figure something out. Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay. Ruler comes up. We don't need that on the table. Gotta make sure I keep stuff off the table that doesn't need to be on here, because there's not a room. I want this side because I like the lace on there. I like lace. Okay. Mark it. Okay, let's get the glue on here. We had a scare with our granddaughter last night. Our daughter and two of our granddaughters were here over the weekend. Our oldest granddaughter and our second to youngest were here. Our oldest granddaughter just turned 18, and so she was here for her birthday. She asked to come up and spend time with her great-grandparents, my parents, because she doesn't get to spend a lot of time with them. And great-grandpa birthday is the day before her birthday. So she wanted to come up and spend time with them. So they stayed at their house. And we went in and spent time with them, and we went out to eat. We went out to eat Saturday night, and we went out to eat Sunday after church. So we had a wonderful time. But my son-in-law called, and he said, I think something's wrong. And it was with our granddaughter that just went through the whole brain cancer scare. He said she has just been acting weird while you've been gone, holding her stomach and saying it hurts. And finally they were like, wait, what if it's appendicitis? So he finally decided to take her to the walk-in. And the walk-in, they were on their way home. And he got to the walk-in, they had about an hour left of their drive. And walk-in decided to send them to the ER. They thought it was appendicitis too, and they got to the ER just when they pulled into town. trying to find something now to go on this one. That's got that. So let's see. So they were at the ER quite a while. They did a CT scan and everything, and it is not, they don't think it's her. Everything's clear right now. They said now it could be early appendicitis, so keep an eye on her. But right now, nobody's really sure what's going on. So they sent her home. We don't really know. Don't know. But it was kind of scary for a while. But I don't know what's going on with her. I just felt so bad for her because... What about that maybe? Make beautiful messes. Oh, let's put that on there. I like that. Or creativity. Creativity could be pretty. Creativity. Let's do creativity. But I feel so bad for her after what she's just been through, and then here she is feeling bad again. And she was so dehydrated they never did get a IV in her. We'll be going down in a couple of weeks to stay with them for a week. Their dad graduates college with his master's. He went back a couple of years ago to finish. And so we're going to go down. I like that there. We're going to go down and stay so that they can go for him and his wife. Our daughter can go. We'll stay with the kids. They're going to spend the night. This has been a long road for them. He's worked 2 jobs and went back for schooling, and it's been a long road. But they've done it. I remember he was finishing up the first time when their oldest that just turned 18 was born. Okay, so let's stamp Happy Mail on the front. I have that Happy Mail and that Happy Mail. I like this one. Happy Mail is the best kind of mail. I also have another Happy Mail, I think, but I have that Happy Mail. This stamp set has never, I don't know how I haven't lost any of it because it has never stuck on. Oh, I have that Happy Mail. Let's put this one on the front of these. Oh, this one says snail mail. Yeah, because I have it already. It's going on the back. Find a block. That one. Yeah, I think it'll work. Oops, I've got it upside down. It's not going to work that way, is it? Alright. let's use the green because I used the blue already on the front. And I think on this one I'll put it right here. Wow, I really didn't clean this last time I used it, apparently. I'm just gonna leave it like that. This one, I think, should I put it there or there? I think right there. I'm going to turn this over. Okay, let's see. Oh. I'm trying to clean this and see how it will work if I do that. Oh, okay. Well, we're just going to use it. Go for it. I don't know. I used the green yesterday and it was green, so I don't know what's going on. Alright. Okay. Got that. Now let's turn these over. And now I do want to use these, and well, I'm going to use that in a minute, so I won't close it. Let's use this blue. Let's try putting this right here and putting this right here. We'll see if this will go how I'm picturing it. That one I got kind of crooked, but that's okay. And then, oh well, that's okay if it has a little bit. Okay, then let's put this, and then I was thinking have the snail coming on and then going across for snail mail. It's looking cute. I like it. Got something on my... Oh, this one I think I'm going to be able to fit a little bit of... There we go. I don't know if I can... Maybe just a little tail in there. Yep, just a little. I know, silly, but that's okay. I like to be silly. Alright, so we got that there. Now, I want to put something up here. So what is that going to be? Let's see. Anything? What's this page here? I love the butterfly, but That's cute, but I don't know that it really... I don't know. We'll set that up there and see what we find. I love the feather. We'll see about that because I have the birds on the cards. The bird feather might look really pretty. Okay. Garden notes. That's pretty. I like that a lot. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I hope I don't. I do not sneeze. It's quite loud. I could put this on the other one. Okay, let's see about this. Let me... Ooh, there's a butterfly too. That was really pretty too, but not the right colors. Love those colors. Okay, I think that's it. Oh. Well, that's just gonna have to stay down there for now. Alright, let's see here. This one, I need this one. My knife. There it is. Let's cut it out. Yeah, I need a new. I was afraid of that. I used it all day yesterday on stuff. I was afraid I might need a new blade. Oh, I got feathers flying everywhere in here. I'll have to put that in my little thing after I get through. Can't quite reach it. Yeah, I thought there was more than one there. I don't know where that lid just popped to. Okay. Someone in there very good. Yeah, it's moving around on me. Hopefully I can get these cut out and then I'll deal with it later. This knife is working much better for me because it's fatter. But I was watching a video last night, and this lady was using a knife that looked like it was really large. Like a fat pin, you know, like it was really, it might have been a Fiskars. I was trying to look at it to see, but I never could quite tell, and I thought, oh, I think that would be really nice. Before I had arthritis, I liked really skinny pins, really skinny stuff, you know, but now my arthritis is getting worse and worse. I like the chunky stuff now. I remember when I used to work in the doctor's office before, when the drug reps could still bring us, you know, pins and stuff. And my husband's grandma would ask me, please, if you get any real fat pens, can you get me some? And well, none of us liked those real chunky ones, so I'd take her some, and oh, she'd be so happy with them. And I was like, what? Why do you want those fat things? And she'd say, 'cause my arthritis. And I would think, oh, I don't know how you write with those things. Well, doggone it, I know now. It's funny how sometimes we get to learn a lesson. Yeah, I don't have it in there right because it's sticking out. Alright, let's get this thing done. Oops, I didn't go in far enough. This is going to take me a minute. I'm sorry. These spring-loaded scissors have been my best purchase for my cutting. I had about decided that I just couldn't cut anymore because I was doing such a horrible job. And I thought, well, I guess I am just through with my fussy cutting days. And then I found these first on sale, and I bought these. And then I found the bigger pair, and I bought those, and they have made all the difference in the world for me. I go, not tomorrow, today's Tuesday, I go Thursday, and I get a shot in my wrist, and that should help me a lot. When they said they could give me a shot to tide me over till I have surgery, I thought, oh, I don't want to do that because once you get a shot, you can't have surgery for 6 months. And they said, well, I think we should do it. It'll take us a while, you know, and because you got to have that nerve conduction test, because you can't have surgery until you have a nerve conduction test, because your insurance will require it, because it's been like 10 years since I had that test. And they said it'll take a while to get you on the list for that. We're kind of behind. I said, all right. That was back in March. No, February that they said that. Do you know, they called the other day and made my appointment finally. September 1st is the first opening. And they just switched all their computer system over, so that's what took them so long to even be able to call and make the appointment. So I'm glad that we are doing the shot, because that's 5 months, and you know it'll take at least a few weeks for them to read that test. By the time they read it, and then get me scheduled for surgery, we'll be at 6 months, no problem. So at least I'll get some relief for a while with the shot. Last time I had a shot, it gave me about a year. But they told me that that was going to be my last shot. I had to have surgery. But this doctor said, I'll give you one until we can get you in because of the test I gotta have done. I'm gonna skip that part and get the rest of this, and then I'll come in with my little scissors and get that fern cut out. Because it was my other doctor that said that he'd give me no more shots, but he retired. Well, I went to him and he gave me that shot and said that, and about the time the shot wore out was when my husband had his accident, and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna have to deal. I can't be having surgery right now, not with, you know, my husband recovering from surgery and being in a wheelchair and all that. I thought, I can't have surgery on my hand and try to push him and, you know, take care of him. So I didn't call him. And then when a couple of years went by, and I decided, okay, well, we're better off now, and he could, you know, like wheel himself. If we had to go somewhere, we could do it, you know. Well, I tried to call, and doggone it, he'd retired. And about the same time, the group that we doctored with lost tons of doctors. So there was no hand specialist to go to. So I've been waiting all this time to find somebody. So now all this waiting, my nerve test has expired. They just get you one way or another. Okay. All right, one more here. Oh, well, I'll do it with this one. I could probably do it with my big one, but I've been doing laundry like crazy the last couple days because we went, I don't know, it was about 2 weeks without a dryer, but we finally got it fixed. So I have been Doing laundry, laundry, laundry. It's been one thing after another around here this last month. If one thing isn't breaking, the other thing is. I gotta get a drink real quick. I think whichever one. Okay, that one I put creativity. This one I want to put this art on. I was just looking up there seeing that and I thought, I want to put that on there. I like that a lot. So I will work it on here somewhere. It's gonna make its way on this one. I don't know where yet, but it will. Do any of you have big summer plans yet? Going on a big trip or going to see grandkids or kids or big graduation plans or something? Okay, so put that one there. Let's go ahead and put it on there. I have to make sure I get glue on all of these little spikies, because if not, they'll start peeling off and then it'll just kind of tear the whole thing, I think. Even if I accidentally get glue outside it, it'll be better than, I mean, I don't like how it looks when that happens, but it'll be better than it coming off, right? Oops. Well, let's do it like that. I'll cut that little tail off there. Where's my scissors? I don't mind getting glue on. Didn't get it cut right. I don't think I still have it cut quite right. I did end up getting glue. But I got it rubbed off in time, so it'll be fine. Okay, so there's that one so far. And then this one, where's that? There's that. Because I think we'll put this right here. Scoot it back up where you can see it. Put my tweezers to hold this. My big fingers are getting in the way. I think it's fun sending pretty envelopes in the mail. My lady at the post office, she likes my envelopes. And so now, instead of asking me if it's got liquid or anything, she'll say paper. Paper inside? I'll say, yep. She knows it's got paper in there. Because when she first started there, she'd ask me, you know, the liquid or whatever. I don't know what all the questions is. I just remember the liquid. And I'd say, nope, paper. Just paper. So now she knows that for some strange reason I send pretty envelopes with paper in it. I'm sure she's thinking, why does she send so much paper to people? So if I put that there now, maybe I could put this, or maybe right there. Yeah, let's do that. She's really nice, our lady that works at the window. And it's so nice living in a rural area because you might have to wait like 5 minutes to get to the window. You might. You probably don't though. You probably walk right in and go right to the window. There might be 1 or 2 people in front of you, but probably not. Every once in a while you get up there and there's somebody at the window that's got things clogged up, and clogged up I mean 10 minutes. That's about it though. If I wait 20 minutes, it is a long wait at our library, our post office. That's a long, long, long wait. Okay, I love this butterfly here. I want to get her on one of these. I really do. Should she go there? Or should she go there? She really can't go on the front because she's just not going to fit unless I just put a part of her. I could do like that. I'd want to put a little bit more. I don't know that I like that though. I kind of don't think I do. I think I'm going to put her on this one because this one I put more, you know, with the art and all that. So I think I'm going to put her on this one. I want her over here, I think. I'm going to put her wing under there so that you see the rest of her when you open it up. Okay. I wish I had 2 of her, but I don't think I do. Maybe I'll find something else up there to tuck under that one. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, now, what about this or this one? Maybe the oval one. I kind of like the oval one. That's different. Let's do it. And that will probably be all we put on here. I mean, you know, there's such a thing as overkill. Digital sneeze instead of sticker sneeze, huh? I remember the first time I made a layout and I did sticker sneeze. I got done with it. I'm like, oh my goodness, Gina, that was some sticker sneeze on this one. But I just kept putting stickers on it. I was like, oh, one more, one here, one here, one here. Oh, well, I think it needs this one. Oh, but that was an even number. We need one more because that needs to be an odd number. I just kept adding. This side? Yep, because that evens it out. Okay. Here we go. Here's the back of this one. And then the front. Of course, I haven't addressed them. And then the back of this one. I really like the snails going across the back. And then here is the front. And this is one that I use. It's pretty old, so I kind of doubt you can find it. I don't know about any of them, really. This one, that's what the stamp looks like. It's just my sticky note for masking. And I don't have, this one I really doubt is available. I got this one at Hobby Lobby, so I doubt that one's available at all. You know how they do. And this one has the snail. This one's Hobby Lobby too, so I doubt that's available too. So I probably shouldn't even have showed you, because I doubt they're available. And you know what? This one's Hobby Lobby too, so probably not, because they're probably gone the way they move everything out. So sorry. Thanks for joining me. You have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.